back, everybody, to Girls Talk Yahweh. My name is Brooke.
I'm Mallory.
We're super excited to do another episode with you guys. We are continuing our series of Women of the Bible. Today we are talking about Hannah, the mother of Samuel, who is a very well-known prophet.
Yes.
He has 2 whole books in here, and the first Samuel starts off with telling you about his mom, Hannah, who we are going to kind of get into. I titled this A Woman of Hope. I liked it a lot.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I thought it was cute. She's very, very touching in a time where I think me and you are both kind of struggling with hope. I know at least I am.
Yeah.
For sure. In certain situations right now, but I really liked it. I related a lot to her. Not a related, because I hopefully will never have to experience what she's going through.
Right.
But I thought she laid out a good foundation of what it looks like to have hope and trust in the Lord.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll start out with who is Hannah.
Yeah.
So when we got into the first chapter, Samuel 1, chapter 1, the first thing that I really liked was her husband's devotion to her. So her husband had 2 wives, Hannah, and then another lady named do you want to give it a shot at her?
Not a chance.
Yep, okay, me neither. But the other wife had lots of kids.
Yeah, she was mean.
Yeah, she was mean. She would start to pick on Hannah whenever they would go up to the temples the one time a year to give an offering to the Lord. And I was like, it's crazy how women are still so mean to each other sometimes.
Yeah.
Even back then, they'd pick on each other for all different kinds of things. We really like to tear each other down.
Yeah, it's probably the devil. He likes to get in there.
He does. It's very interesting, but I still loved the fact that in verse 5 it said, but to Hannah, so I'll start actually in verse 4, it said, on the day when her husband sacrificed, he would give portions to his wife, the other one, and to her sons and daughters. But to Hannah he gave a double portion because he loved her, though the Lord had closed her womb. So that's you kind of get introduced to Hannah not being able to have kids. And back then we know that was a major part.
Yeah.
Like people got married to have kids, to have a family, to continue on generations. And she couldn't have kids. And you'll continue to read in verse 10 and 11. She's up in the temple with her husband, who's doing the sacrifice, and she is crying out to God.
Yeah.
She's all like, "O Lord of hosts, if only you will look on the misery of your servant and remember me, and not forget your servant, but will give to your servant a male child. Then I will set him before you as a Nazirite until the day of his death. He shall drink neither wine nor intoxication, and no razor shall touch his head." She continues praying before the Lord, but she's pouring out her heart. She's like, Lord, I want a child. I will make him a child of you. He will be dedicated to you. But I want to have a kid. I want to have a baby.
Yeah.
And I think it says a lot that she's openly praying. She's down on her knees. And sometimes I definitely will think it's a lot easier. I'm going to just put this out as not a warning, but what's the word I'm looking for? Starts with a D. A disclaimer. Disclaimer, there it is. I knew it was going to come. It's really easy to read this story and talk about giving the Lord your troubles and talk about giving the Lord your anxieties and things that you're hoping for and really trusting in him. But it's really hard to do that sometimes. I know personally, I was struggling. I was looking for a car for 2 years, and this is so below the bar of what she's struggling with and what so many other people struggle with. But I was in the car market for 2 years, and I was stressed. I was worried. I would cry out to the Lord because as the oldest sibling in my family, I hate relying on anybody because I want them to be able to rely on me and have no problems. But I hate relying on people, and this is something the Lord was doing and making me go through before I finally found my car. And I would cry out to him Lord, I hate feeling like a burden on my family. I hate making everybody take time out of their day or figure out their schedule so that I could still get to work, that I could still do stuff. I hated it, and I would cry out to him, and I would just try and give it to him. And everyone's like, just give it to the Lord. Give your anger, give your... I'm like, I'm trying. It's just my flesh wants to hold on to it because what else am I supposed to do with it? How am I actually supposed to give it to God? So it's really easy to talk about it, to discuss it, like, oh yeah, I'm going to give it to the Lord. But it's very hard to actually do. And literally the week before I found my car, as you all know, I'm doing my Psalms devotional. And I was reading Psalm 119, which is the longest book in the Bible. It's got like longest chapter in the Bible. It's got 172 verses.
Oh.
Very, very long. I ended up reading that thing every single day before I found my car. Like a week before I found my car, I read that again on the way to go look at the car. And it's basically how amazing God's laws are. How I want them engraved in my heart. I want them engraved in my soul. I want them to always be on my mind. I want to follow them. And then it goes into how... So it starts off with asking God for guidance and asking to follow his law and follow all the commandments that he set forward, to then it goes into you are following, you are obeying, you are doing those things. And then you praising God some more for... Thank you for guiding me. Thank you for your laws. Thank you for giving me understanding in these things. And I read that thing because I wanted it so that when I did come across it, the car, I would know which car is for me. I wouldn't get messed up and buy the wrong car. I wouldn't be led off by something that looks pretty but isn't for me. And I still read that because it really makes me feel good. But circling back to this, it's really important that I wanted to just put it out. It's easy to talk about it. It's hard to implicate it. And we understand it's hard to implicate. So we're with you. You're not alone.
Yeah.
No matter the struggle you're feeling, I really loved the story because it teaches you a lot about holding on, even through the not good stuff, when you feel isolated, when you feel alone, when you don't feel him, or when you're just going through something really, really difficult. But back to Hannah. Part of my disclaimer. So in chapter 1, we talked about how her husband still loved her, how she cried out and she prayed for the child. She promised God that if he did bless her with this, that she would make his life for God. It continues to go on where Eli, who is Samuel's teacher, he sees her. He goes up to her. He starts talking to her. And in verse 17, then Eli answered, "Go in peace. The God of Israel grants the petition you have made to him." And she said, "Let your servant find favor in your sight." Then the woman went to her quarters, ate and drank with her husband, and her consonants.
Mine doesn't say that.
Oh, what does yours say?
It says the same thing up until her face, and mine says was no longer sad.
Oh, I like yours. So much easier to say.
Yes.
I love that.
ESV.
I love that. Yeah. So it's nice that, like, she got the answer that, yes, God's going to come through, which I think sometimes we verbally need to hear that, or we need to, like, feel that, yes, God is going to come through. It might not be right now, but he is going to come through.
I think even if you can't feel it, like, just, that's where you kind of have to trust, like, he will, and that can be difficult.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, just look at Hannah. She did it for years.
Yeah, did it for years. And then when she got confirmation from Eli that, yes, he's going to come through, she walked away with happiness. She left the sadness behind, which I think, again, really hard to do, easy to say. Leaving the sadness behind. I know personally, I might not have a hard time leaving the sadness behind, but I definitely sometimes have a hard time leaving the anger behind when something is just not how I think it should go. So, but I really liked that because, I don't know, I just did. I felt like, okay, I can leave that behind because I know God is the same God he was here,
Mm-hmm.
the same God with Moses, the same God with David,
Mm-hmm.
same
Okay,
God with Solomon,
Mm-hmm.
same God all this time. He is the same as yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So I can hold on to him because he was able to do all these great things for all these different people,
Yeah.
all these different backgrounds. And freaking Samuel goes on to do so many things.
Yeah.
He blesses it. He anoints Solomon. There it is. No. Solomon is David's King Saul. He's before David.
Yes.
He anoints Saul as the first king of Israel. Then he anoints David as the new king of Israel. And he goes on to be known as such an amazing prophet who connects with God, sees God, talks to God. And it all started with a mother praying to just be able to have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I really liked it because then verse 21 through 28, it talks about, she promised, we heard in the vow, she promised that he would be for the Lord.
Yeah.
She would devote his life. She then is like, all right, as soon as I wean him off, I'm taking him
Mm-hmm.
to the temple. He's going to go learn. He's going to go be in that environment. And that must have been really hard because she prayed for a child and now
Yeah.
she's giving him to the Lord, which, yeah, we can trust the Lord, yes, but still there's got to be that feeling that would just, I would definitely struggle because I know how much, like, I love the kids that I've sit for, and like I love all the babies that we get brought into our life, like your sister's baby, I love her. She is a cutie. I could never see anybody taking her away from my family because they would even if it's to the Lord, I think we would all struggle.
We would definitely struggle.
Because that's just hard to do. I barely even would want to give my dog to the Lord, okay? And I know he's got him, but I'm like, that's still my kid. That's my baby. But she, Rover said this
He
is
tripped.
my spot.
Speaking of babies.
It's all good. See, Rover's got to get comfortable. He turns 14 in a week.
Next Friday.
Crazy.
I'm so excited.
Such an old man. But it's okay. He's cute. We love him.
Mm-hmm.
But I love that she takes him and she leaves him. Literally, the last line in chapter 1 is, she left him there for the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I thought that was pretty amazing. Did you have any additional thoughts for chapter 1?
You kind of covered all the bases, I'm not going to lie.
If at any point you want to say something, just...
I don't like interrupting.
It's okay. You can interrupt me.
No. The only verse that you didn't bring up was that it really stood out to me was basically starting at 12 to 15, where Hannah's basically praying, and it says in 13, Hannah was speaking in her heart, only her lips moved and her voice was not heard. And then Eli was like, "You're drunk. Stop." And she was like, "I'm actually praying.
Yeah.
Get well. Peace be with you, but relax." And then following that, she like tells him, she's like, "I've been speaking out great anxiety and vexation." And that's when Eli says, "Go in peace," basically.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that I don't think that you had mentioned.
Yeah, I didn't.
And I really liked it just because like it just kind of, I like that it's like a little hint of like, don't be judging other people.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what's going on all the time. But then I also liked how quickly Eli was like, "Oh," he's like, "Hold up, the Lord's talking.
Yeah.
The Lord's speaking."
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah. That's the only thing in chapter 1 that I really liked.
Yeah, you want to break into chapter 2 then?
Go for it.
No, you can start this one.
Oh.
And then I'll just fill in whenever.
I don't know, like go. So chapter 2 starts off with Hannah's prayer, and it's a long prayer. I'm not gonna read it all out, but one part of the prayer that when I'd read it had stood out was verse 8. He raises up the poor from the dust. He lifts the needy from the ash heap to make them sit with princes and inherit a seat of honor. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and on them he has set the world. I like all the whole prayer, but that It just stuck out to me. Nothing in particular. But you asked.
I did.
So.
I always like to know other people's opinions.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't. Chapter 2 is. It's kind of. It's not super long, but mine takes up like 3 pages. Or
Yeah, mine
a
takes
page
up.
and a half.
Yeah, mine takes up like a page and a half too. It's not crazy long, but I thought
Mm-mm.
it was very good. I really,
Yeah.
I loved her prayer, of especially at the beginning. It literally starts with, "My heart exalts in the Lord. My strength is exalted in my
Mm-hmm.
God. My mouth derides my enemies because I rejoice in my victories. There is no holy one like the Lord. No one besides you. There is no rock like our God." She gave birth to Samuel. She gave the Lord Samuel.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's just praising him. She's thanking him that even though, no, she's not doing the racing anymore, she's still loving him, praising God for just giving her that opportunity to have that baby. And I also love that, like, if we jump to verse 19, it says his mother used, hold on, Samuel 18. Samuel was ministering before the Lord, a boy wearing a linen. His mother used to make for him
Mm-hmm.
a little robe and take it to him each year when she went up with her husband to the offering the yearly sacrifice. So she might not have been raising him, but she still was mothering him. She was
Yeah.
still providing that love and nurturingness
Mm-hmm.
to him. And I thought I really loved that a whole lot. Because it's like
Absolutely.
she removed herself, but she wasn't letting go completely, because she's like, he's got his father, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and he's got God. That's his father, and he's good.
I would say that she did let go completely, but she was still present.
Yeah, okay, I like that better. She did let go completely, but she was still there. She still
Yeah.
like did things for him and still
Yeah.
showed that she loved and cared and
Yeah.
nurtured him.
She
Yeah.
was like being a helper. She gave full control to God, but. Well, no, but she gave full control to God. And then
And
she helped.
yeah,
And then she helped some.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I thought that was really good. It really showed
Mm-hmm.
her devotion to God, and
Yeah.
also her devotion to still being a
Mm-hmm.
mom.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I liked a lot in 2. Like, one of the sections in chapter 2 is Eli's worthless sons.
Yeah, mine says Eli's wicked sons.
Mm-hmm. And because I don't know if it's because we don't know if Eli dedicated his sons like Hannah did,
Yeah.
but I liked the kind of parallel to the sons where Samuel's been in the church since he was a kid, and he like I don't know, he just full sent it. Like he went, like he knew what he was supposed to do, and he did what he needed to do. And
Mm-hmm.
Eli is a full out priest,
Yeah.
and
He's a high up man.
yeah, he's high up there, and then his sons are just straight up.
Trash.
What does it say? Oh, in 22, Eli's very old. He kept hearing that all of his sons were doing to all Israel, and how they lay with all the women who were serving at the entrance of the tent of meeting. And he just kind of goes off on them, like telling them about like why am I hearing about these evil dealings, and he ends up rebuking them and that.
Yeah. Because,
Saying,
like, 11 through 17 is talking about how they're stealing the offerings. That's
yeah, they were naughty.
wild.
They were naughty.
Mm-mm.
And so I am like part of me like we're not. I don't think we're gonna know. I don't know if it really goes into it, but I'm curious. It's just like how they were so different. Of like their father was a priest and they still ended up like that versus Samuel's mother, who like moms back then did work, but like legally they didn't have like jobs. Legally they I don't even
Their
know if they
job
could
was
read
their
right then.
family and,
Yeah.
like, being a mom, yeah.
Because back then they couldn't. Women didn't read, correct?
Not normally, yeah, no.
So she couldn't read from the text. She couldn't read God's word, and she still knew how to devote her child and to set an example. I'm sure his father played a role in that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the parallel of how it's not super on topic of Hannah, but just in general, it it doesn't really come down to your station. It comes down to your acts. Like, you can have all this stuff and
Yeah.
you're not,
Yeah.
you just don't get it, you know?
Yeah. I really like that because I really love the fact that you don't know if Eli devoted his
Yeah.
sons to God and said, Lord, if you bless me with these children, they'll be yours. You would think, as a priest, he would devote his
Yeah.
sons to God and try and get them. And I mean, it even says that they were, hold on now, the sons of Eli were scoundrels. They had no regard for the Lord or
Yeah.
for the duties of the priests to the people. So they were priests.
Mm.
They were in the priesthood.
Mm-hmm.
But they were like,
They still don't give a lick.
nope. They would steal
Yeah.
the meat. They would steal the offerings that people would bring up to the Lord. And then in 22, they were just sleeping with everybody.
Yeah.
I thought that was wild. I was like, how can you prevent your child?
Yes. Like,
it definitely is interesting. Because then,
Yeah.
like, Eli basically raised up Samuel.
Yeah.
He's his teacher. He's his leader. How did you do so good for him, but not your
Yeah.
own kids?
And part of it could just be like his
Lord?
sons made a choice.
Yeah.
And like
something
you
he couldn't
can
even control.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was just something that stuck out, and I was just like, it's a little ironic.
Yes, very ironic.
The priest's sons became scoundrels, and the woman who the priest said that you're drunk turned out to like have a dope son.
Yeah, have a very impactful
It
son.
was interesting.
Yes, I agree. I think it's very interesting. It's like that the stereotype of like the preacher's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of them go rogue and go
Yeah.
crazy and just leave the Lord. I think that's very interesting. The only thing I think I would like to really add about her story
Mm-hmm.
is verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Lord took note of Hannah.
Yeah.
She conceived and bore 3 sons and 2 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
And the boy Samuel grew up in the presence of the Lord.
Yeah.
I loved that. So like it's like he rewarded her first, or he committed to his, like, he fulfilled his promise of, yes, I'll give you a son.
Mm-hmm.
And then because she not only held on to God and hoped in God and trusted him, but then she completed her end of the vow of, if you give me this son, he's going to be for you.
Yeah.
Then the Lord's like, you did all these things and you were so faithful to me. Here is my good, like, here's my blessing upon you. You're not going to have just one kid. You're going to have 5 more.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved that.
Yeah.
Because it's like the Lord might give you a little something at first, but if you show that you do good with that, he will bless you with like bountifuls.
I was gonna say he tends to multiply.
Yes.
Multiply the fruits.
Mm-hmm. And I really loved that part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really think there's a lot you can learn from Hannah, even though it's such a short, just 2 chapters.
Yeah.
Just 2. Talk about her.
But her story is very impactful. I liked how you used that word earlier, impactful.
Yes.
I mean, I think she's a great example. You can take a great lesson from her on tribulations and trials and stuff, which you can from a lot of the women in the stories, and that'll be a pretty consistent factor in a lot of their stories. But it's all different trials, different seasons, different lessons. But she does hold on, like, basically, it's probably close to her entire life because they got married young back then. And not only was she holding on to God, she was also facing ridicule from her rival.
Yes. It's
But
crazy.
It was wacky.
I can never. I'm so glad I was born this time.
Yeah. I would be
This time
dead.
period, no.
I would have died from I would have cut my foot and I would be gone. Infection take me out.
That scoliosis really would play really hard on you.
My scoliosis didn't cause any cosmetic effects. It wouldn't affect
I know, but like.
Oh. Yeah, I would have been hurting.
Yeah.
No kids for me.
Oh, good things. Born in the right timeline.
Yeah. I would not be able to. Mm-mm.
Crazy. But yeah.
At least we'd have the Lord.
Amen. I honestly think is the most important.
I hope you do.
Yeah, right?
I hope you think that.
Me too. Pretty sure I do. You ever like question your own thoughts? You're like, is that what I think? I'm doing
No.
that so hard right now.
I know
with-
what's up. I don't know.
Mm.
Even if I don't like feel like 100%, like I know that he's there.
Yeah,
I
for
know that
him
he's
for
real.
sure. But like,
My throat hurts. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm getting sick.
oh, so you've been near Savannah?
No, I did hear about that today though. No, I went to the gas station and think I inhaled fumes. Because
Oh,
immediately after, I was just like, no. If go back to Hannah, okay?
She's
If
like,
you're not like, listen, if you, just be faithful. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know either.
Just trust the Lord.
It's okay.
Just you know what? Do a big prayer, like her. You know what? Like, if you send it my way and it's good, then I'll be good.
Yeah. I mean, I
Um,
saw this thing. If you pray at least 3, like if you pray consistently about something, and then you hear silence, and like nothing, you ask, give me a nick or take him away, and there's not.
Yeah.
Then you need to really just be looking at their behavior.
Yeah.
Is it leading you towards Christ?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm really gonna be focused on.
I think that's a good idea. So, we have a question. Basically, you can answer it. We'll answer it as well. But what's a time that you've trusted and you put all of your hope in God? Mine's very easy. My surgery. It was super. I had surgery on my back in 2021, and it's been like 4 years now. It's crazy. It feels like it's been longer, but I had my whole thoracic portion of my spine has 2 metal rods in it. It was like a
Real bendy.
yeah. I can still do a back bend.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
If it had gone to my lumbar, then I wouldn't have any motion.
Yeah. It's like your mid back.
But so that's chill. But so I was 17 when I had that surgery, and I had prayed heavily the winter prior to that because I had that surgery in June. And when I got confirmation that the surgery was what was recommended and it's what I wanted to do because I was tired of not being able to stand up when I sat down, it was lame. And after December, I just like felt I felt like I had confirmation from the Lord because previous to that, it was like really painful and everything, and the Lord had just like stripped the pain away for like 2 months, and I was like, this is what it's gonna feel like if I have the surgery. And then I got confirmation for the surgery, and up and leading to the surgery, I was at so much peace, and even I remember getting rolled into the surgical room. I was just like, I was super calm and I was super excited and I didn't have any fear. And I really just was like, I know that God's going to take care of it. And I don't really have anything that I got to stress about, like he's got it. Like I'm just here for the ride.
Yeah.
I didn't like my hair getting greasy the last day though. That's the only downside of it. And then, oh no. The worst part that God did not give me a heads up on in the hospital, I was still super high on the medication, and then after it started to wear off, my back started itching at 4 a.m. No, it was 2 to 4 a.m. because I was on my medication for 2-hour intervals. And so from 2 a.m. to 4, I woke up at 2 a.m. and my back itching, and I was like, and then my dad woke up because I was like,
that heavy breathing.
I was like,
I'm not gonna wake you up, but
I was
What's
like,
happening?
I was just like, it was like, I was almost crying because it was just like, because it was like stinging and it was itchy.
it's like when you get like you're super duper cold and your skin starts to itch, like that kind of itchy.
It was a different sensation. I haven't had it since. Because it was because of the surgical tape and like the residue. And obviously, I couldn't even like move my shoulders. It was sick. Yeah, that was my story time. Brooke,
Oh.
when did you put all?
Right now, this time period of my life, this
Oh.
season, I am putting all of my hope and trust in the Lord for this house that we're building because it is definitely going slower than expected.
Yeah.
We've hit several hiccups that were unexpected. We are in a very small space as of right now that we're living
I
in.
told you, bring Tigger over here.
Listen, Tigger's just being a grouch, and I'm irritated that he's being grouchy, and it's only inside too. And so it is just the space because when we're all outside, he's fine. But I'm just trusting that when it does get started, God's gonna make the time not be so horrendous.
Yeah.
Because I'm holding on to him.
I think as soon, because hopefully as soon as the foundation gets laid,
It all
everything should follow in suit.
That's what I'm also hoping. I'm really excited for my trip in August because I'm like, I'm going to leave. And then hopefully when I come back, there'll be so much work done. I'll be like, wow, blown away. Look at you, Lord.
Magical.
Magical. I wasn't here for any of it. I love it, though.
Come on, Charlie. We're going to Candy Mountain.
That's what I'm really hoping for.
Oh, wait. It's the Leopleurodon. It's a magical Leopleurodon.
The magical Leopleurodon.
Whenever you said magical, it's going to be like magic. That made me think of that.
Anytime I hear magic, I always think of the song. Dun, 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 magic.
No idea. Oh, wait. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You know the song?
Yeah.
It's like you kind of got it after a minute, but you're like, what are the rest of the words besides magic?
It's magic. And it's magic.
Oh, yes, and it's magic. Do you believe in magic?
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
All right.
Horrific singing. But right now, this has been me hoping and trusting in the Lord.
Yeah.
That this is not all, I don't want to say in vain, but not in his plans. Because
you're hoping that this is in his plans.
Yes, because if we're building it from our hands, it's going to be used. It's worthless. It's useless. I was in one of the Psalms the other day, and it was talking about anything built by man's hands will fall, will fail. Anything built by the Lord is everlasting and enduring. And I'm like, that's what I want right there. Everlasting and enduring, because the Lord is our foundation. He's the builder. He's doing it. He's doing all the work. Like, we're working too, but he's like the backbone. He is our brace. He's got us. So,
and even, which I feel like you guys prayed a lot over this decision, but even if it weren't in his original plan, he's not tied down.
He can still use it.
Yes.
That is also a way I like to look at it.
That's how I look at life.
That's so good. So good. I'm not always miss sunshine and rainbows, but I tend to try and stay positive for sure. So I definitely like that point of view. But yeah, right now is when I'm holding onto the Lord the strongest, or the most. Probably because this is the closest I've ever been to the Lord.
I feel like right now in this season, I'm like an emo teenager who's like holding her dad's hand, just like looking away, just like, okay. Is this fine? Okay. And like, I want it, like, I'm not letting go.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be stupid.
Gotta, like, yell at him. David did that a lot. Whew. David did that a lot. Just yelled and poured out all his feelings.
Yeah. The more I find out about David,
the more you relate.
I don't like that either. It's like, I'm not gonna like
murder your best friend.
Yeah.
Have his husband.
For her husband. Yeah. And then said husband watch him bathe on the rooftop and then send my soldiers to go collect him and be like, we're married now. That's weird. That's weird.
Listen, but you can relate to David.
And he's an emotional wreck? Absolutely.
It's okay. I relate to Peter. And Peter denied God 3 times. I love Peter.
I would like to relate to John the Beloved.
Me and you both. We are the beloved. I'd really actually just love to be Enoch. We have no information besides the book of Enoch, which might not have been written by him. But he just got picked up.
It'd be cool to be like Jacob, where you wrestle. Like, come on, God, let's wrestle.
No, I know I'm losing.
I don't want to break my foot either. Yeah.
I know I don't need to wrestle the Lord because I'm just trying to trust him. But we're all different.
I feel like emotionally I'm like wrestling him a little bit. I'm just like, okay. Maybe not, but I'm just like, I don't know.
You're trying to feel it out.
I'm just like, what are we doing right now?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's like when your parent is on the phone and like you really need to ask a question, but they keep going like,
1 minute. Yep.
it's been 30 years. So it'd be cool if you could get off the phone.
You'd be like, I'm writing right here. I'm in person.
Maybe he's talking to my husband.
Maybe.
See, I'm positive.
Look at that. I like that look. Maybe he's
Yeah.
talking to him. Who knows if... I don't know.
I don't either. This was Girls Talk Yahweh, guys.
Yes. We're super glad that you joined us today.
Yeah.
It's been a lovely day. Lovely video. I think we've done great.
Yeah.
I think Hannah is a
Amazing.
great role model in looking on how to hope
Yeah.
and holding on to God.
Yeah. Staying consistent.
Yes. I love that consistent. Yes. I think it's important to stay consistent because if you're not consistent with God, why would he be consistent with you?
Yeah.
I think that's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you want to pray us out or do you want me to pray us out?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
All right, do you want to hold hands?
Yeah, we can.
Because, like, you gotta, like, love
stretch.
me or something.
I do love you or else I wouldn't be here.
All right. Lord, I thank you for this.
There ain't no way.
Literally.
I'm tired.
It's okay. Ready?
Hmm?
Lord, I'm going to thank you for today and this time that I get to spend with Mallory talking about you and giving us Hannah as a role model to hope and trust in you, Lord. I thank you for all the stories that you provide us and show your faithfulness and your enduring love, God. You're the same God today, yesterday, and tomorrow. I ask, Lord, that you continue to guide us and give us your wisdom. And, Lord, that if this podcast is something, Lord, that's going to take off, you're going to be at the helm. You are our captain. You're leading the way, Lord. I ask every episode we speak not from our own words, but from your words, God.
Mm-hmm.
I ask, Lord, that everybody watching, you continue to show them your faithfulness and let them feel a little hope, Lord, in whatever struggles they're dealing with today. In Mallory?
You covered it.
Okay. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right. It was lovely seeing you guys today.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.